Don't you ever wonder? I do. Hey, what's up? I'm Elasmic, and this is gonna be my first video. Um, well, let's get started. Today we're gonna be talking about maybe the collision of dimensions. Okay, we all know that the basic concept of an atom would be, there's positive and negative electrons, protons, and neutrons circling around each other. The nucleus, which holds the neutrons and the protons, and the electron is, circling around it, you know. Well, you ever thought, where does this stuff come from? What keeps it together, There's a bond. One day I was thinking, and I said, I heard of the Big Bang Theory, and I know atoms all exist as positive and negative, and they say that the universe is expanding. I said, what if this concept, and that we're going to exclude quarks and, small subatomic particles for now. I'm just going to mainly be talking about, positive and negative. Okay. Let's just say that there was a complete positive universe and there's a complete negative universe, right? And these universes or dimensions, we should say dimensions, because, if you were in the complete positive realm, what would you see? How would it, what would it look like? What type of, if you were in complete negative realm, which I can get into a lot of subjects in this, about thinking and the way our mind works and information but we're talking about right now. We're just going to be talking about maybe how these things came together, maybe another aspect to the Big Bang that they don't talk about. Well, I don't know if a theory like this is out there, but I know just from me thinking there has to be more to it. How did a Big Bang happen? How did these things happen? Well, one thing that I thought about was, let's say you have the complete positive, dimension, okay? I'm going to use a balloon as an example. Okay, we got this complete positive dimension here. And then we have a complete negative dimension. Okay, we have these two different dimensions, right? They're out there in dimension world, whatever you would call it. But they're out there, and we all know positive and negative, they attract each other. So let's say they're floating around somewhere, but somehow they came in close enough to contact, and they say that the Big Bang happened from something as big as a pin drop, very small point. Well, we know that if we take two round objects and we slowly touch them together, the very middle point right there is a small little pin drop. It's a small little point. But let's say it's an infinitesimal reaction. So once it touches, it gets closer and closer together, right? Spreading a universe, spreading this new dimension created by positive and negative, which would give you atoms, which would give you matter itself. This is just, a little thought I've been thinking about. And, this little concept right here can explain that, which I've never been given any other explanation of how, it came from a pin drop, or, they say it's matter compressed so smallly, but the matter that's so dense and compressed so smallly could have started from something as a pin drop. Two different dimensions colliding. Well, that's just one little concept I have. I have a lot of things I could talk about. I could talk about black holes. Maybe it's constantly recycling itself, And, they also say that the universe is expanding. Well, if it's constantly touching itself together, then it's constantly spreading out. It's constantly expanding. Is it not? I guess since we're here, we can go ahead and talk about these, maybe black holes. Just, a theory of what I was thinking about the black hole. Okay. I'm telling you that there's this complete positive and there's this complete negative, right? They collide to each other, right? So let's say that this is our black hole in the middle, and this is our universe right here, because it's the two pieces colliding, right? And if this is our realm, which would be a matter realm because it's positive and negative, you know, collision, creating matter, which matter wouldn't exist in this realm, or matter wouldn't exist in this realm because it's a complete positive or complete negative. It's an unseeing realm that exists around us all the time. You cannot fathom it. You know what I mean? So let's say we do have our black hole, and let's say our universe is here, and it's constantly feeding our universe or our dimension into this black hole, but let's say it's recycling itself back down here, and then it's constantly down here. Let's say it's constantly down here, coming back and touching again. So this universe and this universe, which is positive and negative, are touching constantly, but then they're being fed up into this black hole, recycling. That's just, you know, I know it's a very sloppy picture. Maybe I'm not good at drawing. If I had some type of, you know, graphic designer, I'd blow your mind with some cool stuff, but, you know, that's what I gotta work with. So, these are just some little concepts I have, and if you like, you know, the things that I say, or the things that I have to say, you know, like I said, this is my first video, and if you'd like to hear more on my thoughts, or whatever, you know, like my video, subscribe it, you know, maybe if, you know, I get enough views or something. I know I keep saying maybe, but like I said, it's my first video. Gotta start somewhere. I'd like to hear your feedback.